Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Imagine you have a multiple requests in JMeter and every single request requires the same username and password. So are you going to enter the credentials again and again? So obviously not, right? Because it would be a nightmare for you if there's any change in the password and you have to update every single request, right? What if you could configure the username and password just once and let JMeter use this across your request? Sounds good, right? So in this video, I will explain the JMeter login config element with a real example which will do the same thing. So let's begin. So what is login config element in JMeter? So login config element is basically a configuration element that allows us to define a username and password globally. Now, these credentials can be then used by the supported samplers, helping us to avoid repeating the same login details in multiple requests. So instead of giving the username and password in each and every request, we will define that globally. So for this particular tutorial, I will be taking an example of an FTP request, and this is the online test server. So this is the host name. So let me copy this one. So it uses the port 21. This is the demo username and password. Now let's configure this one. And here first we need to go to threads, thread group, and inside that one add. Then we need to go for a FTP request. Let me name it as 1. Here we need to provide the server name or the IP. It is using the port 21, and we also need the username and password. So copy the username first and paste it over here. Then come back and just copy the password from here and provide this one over here. And also what we need to do is that we need to provide the file name. So as per my earlier research, so the file name is basically a readme.txt file. So we need to provide that over here. So basically it was remote file. So readme readme.txt. And now let's add a list to this one. And after adding this one, just run this one and see what happens over here. So we have provided the server name, the port number, the remote file name. Then we have a login configuration over here. And we just send the request and see what happens with a single request. If single request is not working, then there might be some problem. But this request is working as expected and we are getting 200 response. Now, what happens is that assume that you have a multiple request, the FTP request, and each requires same username and password. So what I'll do is that I'll copy and paste the same request for the demo so that you can see and understand the difference. Now let me change the name. So it's FTP request 2. Now let me change this to 3, and let me clean this results. Let's run this one again and see what happens. So all these 3 requests, and you see that each request is going with the login credentials, username and password, login, username and password, then again username and password, right? So there will be 3 requests, and in each request we are repeating the login credentials over here, right? So in order to avoid this, basically we can globally define the username and password using the login config element, and we will define there once, and other samplers will pick the value from there directly. I'll show you shortly once it will execute it. So you see that the first request is success, second request is success, and hopefully the third request will also be success. So once it will be done, what I will do is that I will remove the credentials from each request, and I'll show you first error the thing. So for example, if I remove the credentials from here and here, so I've removed from the 2 requests, request 1 and 2. Third one has all the details now. So I'll show you the difference. You see that it got failed, right? username not specified, username not specified. Our first request got failed and the second request got failed if I don't provide the username and password, right? But third request should pass over here because it contains the username and password over here, right? So you see that the third request got passed. Now let's define this globally using the login config element. So what I need you to do is that just go to this thread group, right click on this one, go to add, then go to config element, and here you need to go for login config element. Click on this one, move this on the top, and what I do is that I will provide the username and password over here. So if I go back here, so this is my username. Let me copy this one and paste it over here. Then password. So copy this one from here and come back here, paste it over here, and let me remove the credentials from every single request. You see that now in our request 1, there is no username and password. Same for request 2 and same for the request 3. Now there are 3 requests and all 3 requests need username and password. And I don't want to repeat the username and password because if I need to send this request, I need to provide the username and password, and every time I will be repeating the code. And tomorrow, if there are hundreds of requests, and every time if I provide the username and password, what happens is that in case of change, I need to update each and every request, which I really don't want. So, in order to handle this scenario, we simply add a login config element and provide the credentials over here. And you see that now all these 3 requests doesn't have the username and password. And we see the initial executions where in the first, all 3 requests got executed. In second turn, first 2 requests got failed because we removed the username and password from those. And third got passed because we provided that username and password. Now, none of these requests have username and password. Only this login config element has username and password. Now let's run and see what happens. In this case, all 3 requests should get success because now we are providing the information, the login information globally through the login config element, and the subsequent subsamplers will utilize that information and execute. So here you see that we have this first request, which is green, it got passed. Similarly, it will go for the second and third, both will be in the green state. And you remember like why these got failed, because we haven't provided the username and password. Still, there's no username and password here and no username and password over here. But still it got passed because the credentials are defined globally and each request is using the same credentials. So if this is a situation, always go for the login config element instead of defining the credentials on each request repeatedly. And here you see that all 3 requests got passed. So that's how you can use this login config element and avoid the repetition, and it would be easy to maintain.